Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Dr. Oscar, a personal development and life coach that specializes in sharing information, strategies, philosophies, life skills, including wellness products that empower people to live above mediocrity in every area of their personal life. Today, I want to let you understand that it is not your fault that you contacted 10 prospective customers for your business and none responded. And you now concluded erroneously that the business is not working. That's not true. That's not true. Let me tell you one thing about people. When you contact people, there are categories of human beings. Let me tell you, business is meant for courageous people, especially when you are contacting people for the purpose of making them your partners. It's not for everybody. In this book by Rabbi Lapin, Business Secret from the Bible, he said, and I quote, that in the Hebrew word, the meaning of businessmen is men of faith in Hebrew word. The meaning of men of faith is businessmen. So when you are asking people to come and be a businessman, you are asking them to build faith. You want to send message to people. The essence of the message is to find out those who are curious. And curiosity is not for weak and vulnerable people. Let me tell you one thing about weak and vulnerable people. People who are feeling weak and vulnerable, they narrow their engagement in order to minimize or eliminate unexpected outcome. They engage in minimal activity so that they have less unexpected events, less unexpected outcome. That's one thing about weak and vulnerable people. And when you contact 10 persons who are in this category, they will not respond. So many people have this feeling that you will make them do what they don't want to do because they don't know. In fact, let me tell you one thing about weak and vulnerable people. They don't engage in what they don't know 100%. And before they can know something 100%, that thing must have been existing for too long and have become obsolete. Weak and vulnerable people do obsolete things. You see them, they say, no, send it to me, let me study it and understand it before I start. There is no good thing you can really understand before you start. And it has never happened. Nobody understands everything fully. Nobody. Even when God was leading the Israelites, when God asked Moses to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, he never told them they were going to meet Red Sea. There was no rehearsal to show them how they were going to cross Red Sea. In fact, he just told them to move. It was in obedience. It was when they have taken the first action that the next action followed. When they took the first action, they were moving into the water. Then God now told Moses, raise your rod and divide the sea. The next action will not happen until you take the first action. And these vulnerable and weak people will never engage in it. So when you send messages to 10 persons that didn't respond, they are just weak and vulnerable people that have disqualified themselves. Anyone who responded to your call has pre-qualified himself, has told you that is a curious mind, that is mentally fit to dare new things. When you hear people say, I don't know this type of business and I don't want to know it, they are trying to narrow or reduce anything they are going to engage in so that they can limit unexpected outcome. It's not their fault. They are weak. And who is a weak man? A weak man is not in terms of a weak bone. A weak man is somebody who is telling himself that he is not equal to the task. A weak man or woman, a weak person is constantly telling himself that he is not equal, that he doesn't have capacity, that he is not enough. A weak man is telling himself that he cannot do it. A weak man is that person that is telling himself that he is not equal to the task. You are not the one that his business is not working. They are the one disqualifying themselves. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take no personal. People are just disqualifying themselves that they are weak. They are vulnerable. So your job is to find that one courageous person. That one person that is excited that being alive is an opportunity. to explore new ground. That one man is what you are looking for. And they usually exist in the midst of 20. You will contact 20 persons to find out one person. And that's the person you are looking for as business partner. When I ask somebody, I say, how many people have you contacted so far? And he said, they have contacted just 5 persons. And they have talked to 5 persons and they said no. Oh my God. And you expect to see eagle in the midst of these numerous weak birds? You can't see eagle among them. So you are just looking for that curious, excited, loving man that is full of life, that is ready to contribute, highly motivated with energy. That one person can only be found in the midst of 20 weak men. Yes. And if you can find 2 in the midst of 20, you are a strong man. And here's it. Like attract like. Yes. You attract your kind. You attract your equals. So how convinced are you? When we talk about finding partner, you are finding your like. You are finding those who believe like you. And you will attract those who believe like you. So if your belief level is 2/10, you are going to attract 2/10. So you have to raise your belief. You have to connect with yourself. The first person to build connection with is yourself. You have to speak to yourself. The first person to convince is yourself. A man who is not convinced is want to go and convince others. How is that possible? That's not possible. The first person to convince is yourself. And here is our opportunity. Our opportunity is to transfer value. One areas where we are creating value is in the wellness space, health and wellness industry. Because health and wellness industry is the next $1 trillion industry that is coming up. There is no time people are not going to need to feel well in this country. People need to feel well. People can decide to say they want to ration food. Once you are sick, you must get well. You must take your medication to get well. So the health and wellness space does not respect the economy. Yes. And you are lucky if you find a system like mine, whereby you reduce time cost for the implementation of the solution that you seek in your health challenges, and you spend less. Or find an opportunity where we are to keep the doctors away. That's what we have. Our opportunity help you to keep the doctors away. This is space that we have. And we are not just narrowing and keeping what we have gotten. We are equally extending this opportunity to as many people that are willing to listen. Yes. To help themselves, to be the best version of themselves. To help other people that are going through various kind of health challenges. If you find an opportunity here, and you cannot convince yourself that this is an opportunity, and you want to go and convince people, that's not true. It doesn't work that way. Anything you want to do in your life, find those who are doing it well, those who are succeeding in it. Don't go and associate with those who are complaining. You have things you have control over. Yes. Focus on the things you have control over. The things you have control over are the things you can directly do, which are called direct control. You can increase the number of contacts you establish per day. Yes. Number of messages you send per day, you can increase it. Yes, we have 3 media that we are using: Facebook, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp. We use these 3 media to find those who are looking for what we have. And there are those who are looking for what we have. And the script we are using, the system we are using, will help you eliminate those who are not qualified. When you have those who are not qualified disqualifying themselves, is it your fault? It's not your fault. It's not your business that is not working. No. Because you are just looking for an ego. They are not common. You are not looking for common birds. So that's why you will have to contact 20 persons before you find that one ego. Thank you for listening. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Knowledge Center Group, and share this video so that others can enjoy it, especially your team members. Especially those of your team members that are feeling frustrated, that they have contacted 10 persons, nobody responded. No, it's not their fault. That's not it. The people are just helping you to disqualify themselves. They don't come to waste your time. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.